Wake that up.
LA's #1 hip-hop morning show is Nick Cannon Mornings on Power 106.
Nick Cannon Radio, Power 106. Somebody who is truly a leader in our community on so many different levels, from the arts to the streets, to the entrepreneurs, the business owners, and the true activists. I can't say enough about my brother right here. He is a definitely a leader, someone I look up to on so many levels, and he's taught me so much in this game. The one and only Danny Trejo.
What's up?
What's going on, man? Like I said, you like a leader, a big brother, a mentor, and man, I need some advice. I need some words of wisdom, like everybody else in these streets out here. We on the front lines, but man, you've been doing what you do for so long. What are your words to the people?
You know what? We gotta stop the violence. That's the number one on both sides now. Both sides. You know, we gotta stop. Violence is nowhere. That gives that. Once you start violence, you give other people the power. You know, and the biggest problem we have in the United States is the Civil War stopped 1865. That's when the Civil War ended. Problem, attitude didn't change.
Right.
We still got the same attitude.
Right.
And until we sit down and say, wait a minute, you know what I mean? Until we talk in length about what is going on right now. You know what I mean? A man died, all right? A man was murdered in front of us, okay? This wasn't police brutality. No, police brutality is when they break your shoulder with a baton, okay? This man was murdered, okay? He was murdered in front of us. And I'm sitting here watching it. My God, man. And then I said, oh, hell, I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
I knew what was coming. And the biggest problem is we have people that are seriously concerned about what happened to this man. And then they want a peaceful protest. They want to let people know that they're in pain. Then we have opportunists that show up to say, no, we can get over here. You know, we can get over. And They're the first ones to throw a rock. They're the first ones to throw shit. They're the first ones to start screaming.
Yeah.
You understand me? So there's people that are truly concerned about what happened to that man. There's other people that I guess are just opportunists. I mean, there was one dude down there that he got an SS on his
arm,
so he
tatted on him.
He's not, you know. And then there's dudes gang riding on the walls. Of my sons were down there. Gilbert, Theo, Hassan, they were down there cleaning up yesterday. They didn't go to. We knew what was going to happen at the protest. I can't be in violence. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how to stop. So So they were down there. They got an African American man crying. My business took my whole life to build this up, and in an hour it's gone. And my son's looking at gang writing on his wall.
Right.
You know. So some kind of way, you know, it's impossible. We have got to separate the protesters from the opportunists, which is impossible. And we got other people that want to shed a bad light on that protest.
Right.
You understand? They want to make it, no, look, we told you that's how they are.
Right. Well, what about when people say that, I believe Malcolm X actually said that America only understands the language of violence.
Well, you know what? We've come to the point to where we're in a gang fight now, okay? Right now we're in a gang. This is a gang fight. This is no longer just about about police brutality. This is because we're making the police right now, not the protesters, the not the quiet, because you got people that are absolute instigators.
Right.
You understand? That's all they want to do. They want to get going on. You got people that might want to make some overtime. They're getting rich right now.
Right.
So all you people rioting, you're making all them police officers rich.
Because they're working.
Oh yeah, no, that we're not.
Right, but they are.
So the frustration that people have, the anger that people have, it's like only problem is that we're making all the, they're getting a lot of overtime right now.
So what are the solutions, Mr. Trejo? Like what should we do? We're angry, we're upset, we got everybody's attention. Now what's the solution?
Now we got to sit down, both sides, sit down and talk. We have got to get all them people that were protesting, get them sign a petition saying we are not voting for you. Do you understand? If you can't help us,
right?
You had everybody's vote down there voting one way. Do you understand?
Right.
It's like, wait a minute, hold on now. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that politicians listen to.
Right.
You know it. I know it.
Right.
It's how many votes do you bring? I get asked all the time by politicians, hey, can you help us with the Mexican vote?
Right.
You know what I mean? And first of all, my first question is, where are you at with criminal justice?
Right.
Where are you at with housing?
Right.
Where are you at with all the homeless people we got in LA?
Right. And it's an abundance. And you're putting your fight out there in the forefront. You putting your money where your mouth is. You putting your efforts and your passion in these streets from not only your businesses that you own, but then also the fact that you're feeding the homeless, you're feeding the community. Is there something else that, you're a community leader, is there something else that we can do to assist you or join you in this change to this new norm?
Nick, I'm fine. I thank God my kids are safe. You know what I mean? And I thank God my kids they're not for violence. They're like saying, wait a minute, this is my son. My son said, Dad, we have to start talking now. They have to start talking. We're in a gang war. And that's true. You know what I mean? We're in a gang war right now. So now the only way to end a gang war is to have people communicate about peace.
Have the gang leaders come together and talk.
That's it. Yeah.
Have that meeting and say this is what we're gonna do. We gonna chop this territory up this way and coexist.
we got Garcetti. I know a lot of people. I love Garcetti. Okay, Garcetti. Hey, Garcetti. I honestly believe Garcetti might be Mexican. Okay, and Newsom, he's trying his best right now. He's just come out of this crazy pandemic or whatever, this crazy thing, and he's fighting with our president all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I honestly believe that we got to get those two guys together.
Indeed.
Boom. Get whoever's leading.
Bring the gang leaders together and sit down at the table like bosses and talk it out.
Yeah, the chief of police and say, now what are we gonna do? Man, you know what I mean? Now you got some people on your force that do not like people of color. So now what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Well,
and that's God done. I don't. You know what? I don't care what you say. The dude that was a murder. Do you understand, Nick? That was a murder.
Indeed.
And 9 minutes. Now, what are you going to do if your daughter's screaming, "I can't breathe! I can't breathe"? You're at least, my God, you're going to try mouth to mouth anything.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Indeed.
But this guy just held his knee. So now that's what we should be getting that out of the police department.
Fix the systemic the systemic ideas and practices that have been embedded into the police force. It goes all the way back to slave patrol. These are mindsets of patrolling.
Now you got it. Now they're there. See?
So once we can remove that, then we can turn these police officers into peace officers.
You got to remember that every any business you go into demands a college education. Right. You understand? Now, you need a high school diploma to get to go out for the police department.
That's not right.
But now I got to tell you, because I know cops that on their own money, they went to they got courses in autistic.
So the criteria should just increase to be a police officer. You shouldn't just be able to walk in with a high school diploma and an idea. Like, there should be a sense of training. There should be, whether it's in psychology, whether it's in community care, so many things that you should have to go through in order to be an officer.
Nick, when you go to the pen, not you, but
well, you've been there.
They give you a test.
Right.
They give you a test. They find out right there, just by the answers on that test, whether you're a racist, whether you're a communist, whether you're a gangbanger. You understand? It's all right there.
Yeah.
And I think the police officer should same thing.
Man, that's wisdom.
Police officer?
That's wisdom right there. So you put it so plainly, Mr. Trejo. I don't understand why others can't receive it and digest it in the way that you put it. But I just really want to thank you. I want to commend you for being a leader in our community. Your voice is needed and is heard. So we appreciate your time, my brother.
Oh, I mean, anytime. Hey, dinner at my restaurant anytime with you and your family, homie. Let me know.
I appreciate it. That's love. We're going to talk soon. We're going to make this movie, too. Y'all going to see it coming soon.
All right, homie.
Bless you.